Hey Delaware, did you know 70% of people with sexually transmitted infections won't show symptoms, but can still spread it? That's why getting tested regularly is the #1 thing you can do for your sexual health. I help people get tested every day, and I'm here to tell you how easy it is. If you want to get tested, the first thing you need to do is go to STIs.com to find a center near you to get tested. What we ask is that when you arrive, you will need to provide some just basic, simple information, name, date of birth, a little bit of background history and things like that. And it's super important that you are upfront and honest about that history. So we want to make you feel as comfortable as you possibly can while we're engaging in that dialogue. So there are several different types of tests for all different kinds of STIs. You can get a urine test, which is basically where you urinate into a cup. Sometimes we'll do a swab in the back of the throat, as well as in the vagina or in the anus if you're having anal sex. Other types of testing, sometimes we do finger prick testing for HIV. Patients with vaginas, we do vaginal swabs and sometimes cervical swabs. Those are typically done at the same time as your annual visit, just so that we can kind of get everything all done at one time. Additionally, for patients who have anal sex, we also do anal pap smears as well, which can help detect early onset of anal cancer. Oral sex is a whole nother thing as well. So if you're engaging in oral sex, you need to let your provider know, because there are oral swabs that we need to do as well. So it's really important to remember that it's not about your gender as far as how we are going to test you, because there are not STIs that only target females or only target males or only target, transsexuals. Most certainly it is the way that you are engaging in sex, and so that's why your provider needs to know, are you having oral sex? Are you having anal sex? Are you having vaginal sex? Are you having sex with only toys and a vagina? Those sorts of questions are, although they are very intimate questions, are very important questions to know what is appropriate to test you for. So once your visit's done, there's a couple of things that you can expect. There may be some mild discomfort for our vagina owners, and by that I mean there may be a little bit of spotting, there may be a little bit of discharge, a little bit of abdominal cramping, but it shouldn't last more than an hour or two. And if you really need something, you can talk to your doctor about Tylenol or ibuprofen or something over the counter. The test itself, depending on which one is ordered, whether that's a rapid test or whether that is a test that gets sent out to a lab facility, depends on how quickly you're going to get your results back. And that's a discussion you need to have with your provider before you leave, is to make sure you understand how you're going to receive your results. Is that going to come through a patient portal? Is that going to be a phone call from the provider? Is that a visit when you come back to the provider maybe the next week? All good questions to ask ahead of time. Taking control of your sexual health is easier than you think. Visit StopSTIs.com for a testing location near you.